look at your CV and make sure it has all the right buzzwords. Yeah, he's laughing. This is why I said I wasn't sure that I should have had HR sitting in on this. Have a look at the vacancies and see what they ask for. Buzzwords are fashionable. So find out which words apply to you and make sure they go into your CV. Stochastic must go in somewhere at the moment. Risk. R. Now R is a funny language that they teach at Heriot, and I still haven't worked out how to search on a database for R because it's just the one letter. So maybe some of you clever people will be able to tell me afterwards. But there are always things that people are looking for that you should put on. If you've got languages, make sure they're all on. Under interests and hobbies, please do not put reading. What I say to people that I interview is, I now dear, you should be able to read. You put onto a CV things which you would not be able to pick up that somebody can do from the CV. And things that you are prepared to talk about at interview. When I first started, and before I had many jobs, because you know, when I started, well, there's a long story to that that I can tell you another time. Anyway, I had a CV from somebody that said that they bred rabbits. Fine. And I've already spoken about my brilliant son, and I'm a proud mummy. And at the time, my little boy was into magic. And he had persuaded me that he should have a rabbit, because a rabbit would only perform if you loved it and looked after it and cared for it, and therefore he would do all those things. So I got this CV, and it said, bred rabbits. So I phoned up the candidate straight away, and I said, look, we may be in business. I don't think I've got anything that I can do for you for an actuarial job, but what breed of rabbit is it that you have? And we both learned a lot from that. And he said he put it on because he thought it sounded funny. Had I been an employer, he would not have got a job. He took that off of his CV. He is now a director of a non-life company, and he has got there without actually qualifying. So, you know, you can do these things. But it is important that you have sensible hobbies on. And the same, if you put down football, just sitting watching football on telly is not worth putting on your CV. Playing in a team is acceptable because it shows you're not a big fat slob. Being treasurer of the football club shows you're honest. Being chairman of the fan club shows you can chair a meeting. Being secretary should show that you're logical. So all these sorts of things. If you want an investment job, make sure that you put onto your CV something like you read the Financial Times every day. Demonstrate with your hobbies what it is that, you know, is added which doesn't show up on the main CV. But you've got one of the best careers departments in the country, use it. Go to them and they will help you. Now, once you get your perfect CV, and there is no such thing, by the way, as perfect CV, beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. So take on board what I've said just as suggestions. Take on board what anyone says as suggestions. Your CV should show your personality. There is no point in dressing up your CV to be somebody else and then getting the job and being miserable because the job doesn't really fit you. There is nothing worse than being in a job you don't like, and I know from bitter experience. Again, another story.